So good morning, everyone. We're back here for the Global Innovation AI Lecture Series. My name is Jessie Robes. I'm the Communication Specialist from QSTP. And now we are featuring the last but not the least of the 5 startups who are here for the Global Innovation Link program. After the lecture, please stay with us because we will have a closing ceremony where we will hear from our QSTP representative and also from Pakistan Embassy and recognize all the startups that have participated in the program. So let me now call on stage Bilytica.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning everyone. This is Muhammad Moin, computer science graduate and having 15 years of experience in data analytics. Now I'm working at PayPeople as a co-founder and the chief operating officer. So today's lecture we are going to address a very important global crisis issue, workforce, mental health and stress. So we will see with the fact and figures that how this issue is impacting our life, society and financial losses in our businesses. So and then we will see that how PayPeople is going to address this issue and how we are going to detect the stress and going to treat these stress levels. So at the end of this presentation, I would request all of you please give your valuable feedback to improve our system, our application, our all the algorithms as well. So now I would request my honorable CEO, Mr. Usman Ahmed, please take it forward and drive the session. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good morning. My name is Usman Ahmed. I am CEO of Bilytica, a parent company that is owning a product called PayPeople, and we are working on a very innovative challenge here that we will just address soon. My background is from Accenture and Teradata. As a university graduate in computer science, I have been more than 15 years of experience with 7 years with Accenture in Finland and Nordics market and with Teradata in Europe. I have been working in data analytics and BI in whole my career. So my expertise is converting data to intelligence in various ways and using AI as well as one tool of the intelligence. Today there are 2 more co-founders who are not here, but let me introduce you Noman and Uwais. One is from McKinsey Corporation. He joined us as CEO of PayPeople in Pakistan because this is where our pilot was run and we have over 400 customers using this product in this market. And then Mr. Noman, who is working as partnership, and he is from Deloitte background. Thank you very much, and now we will move to the presentation. So our topic that we chose was very innovative because this is one of the area where we have a hidden crisis. We call it workforce mental health, and we are trying to solve this problem through technology to detect the stress level in employees and to address the stress levels. And this stress and burnout is impacting the lives, productivity, and overall financials as well of the corporates. Because many people don't understand that the impact of productivity on financials because never been measured. We are trying to measure this in financial terms that how much it is impacting the organization in terms of the losses of dollars that you are having because of the productivity, absenteeism, and other issues of the stress, due to stress. The problem is huge because it's not only the financial crisis, it's human lives as well. As all of us understand this problem a bit because of course when we are in stress, there are many other issues that happen, and some of the recent cases last week in India that maybe you heard in the news, a very big case is happening in India where a lady called Anna, she died from Ernst Young because of overwork and other type of things. So stress was the key reason, and now there is a committee that is investigating this, but there are many other cases. Overall, over 745,000 people are being died every year because of stress. in workplace or workforce. The stress may come from workplace and may come from other places as well, like your family and social circle, but we detect at workplace that early signs of stress with technology that we will just address. Now coming to a few numbers, because companies understand numbers better than anything. So from the numbers perspective, as you can see, globally we have over $1 trillion loss of the businesses because of this productivity and absenteeism rate and the healthcare expenses because of the stress levels. We have in US, the amount is $300 billion, and similarly in UK we have 28 billion pounds. So all the sources are there that you can see. The studies have been taken that this problem is so big that companies are now facing, after pandemic especially, struggling, that people are having some serious issues in the stress, so we need to address it. Nobody feel it. Physical health, you can say that it's a problem, but for mental health, it's not easily detectable, first of all, and secondly, no one understands they are passing through this. From our own study in Pakistan, we started this company in Pakistan, so we have over 400, currently 457 clients in Pakistan, exactly maybe 462, because for last couple of days we got 5 more. So every month we are having 40 plus new companies joining the product program and this HR system from where we are trying to solve this. But the trend in Pakistan, that nobody studied Pakistan before, and Middle East market, and the markets that were studied were US, UK and other markets that you can see the numbers. But from Pakistan, when we saw, because of maybe political stuff and inflation and many other things, the stress level are the highest. And it surprised us because this study was conducted by us. We did medically driven surveys to Unilever in Pakistan, Shell in Pakistan, Food Panda in Pakistan, the delivery, comes food delivery like Sunomo here. So we studied this and we identified that over 78% people from the white collar, they are having stress, and same we did a study in a factory in Pakistan for blue collar. This study was done on 4,970 in like about 5,000 employees, and these results are very horrifying. So that's why we did not realize that this problem is so big there. But anyways, these are the numbers. And the other thing is that mental health from the studies is showing the trend. Maybe pandemic was the cause, but the trend was already growing from 38% to now almost double, like 57% of the total workforce are having medium to high level of stress due to many factors that we will see. So where is the solution? We are PayPeople, the future of SaaS HR, empowering workforce well-being with AI driven. So there are some agenda items that we will discuss today. That what is PayPeople, why PayPeople, the traction that we have in the market already done, and how PayPeople detect the stress and some other things. So PayPeople, let me tell you first of all the background that from how we started. We understood that in order to get the data points, that because I am from data background, so data points are very important. So some of the data points that we need from the employee are related from the work could only be achieved. One of the brilliant ways to get it from HR system that they are using. For example, their check-in, checkouts, their absenteeism rate, their productivity, like you have the goal setting by your manager, and at the end of the year or every 6 months the reviews are happening and the scores are being done. And if we integrate with Jira, for example, so we get your tasks and your tasks schedule and how you are delivering the task, whether you are overburdened or not in the task. And then impact of many other things. For example, our companies who are users are doing surveys in the company, and these surveys are by using PayPeople, they are doing this. We have a surveys module for this. So that's where we started off building an HR system first. And first of all, we tried to integrate with other HR systems in market. The problem with other HR systems was that we had to prove our idea of workforce mental health. But the other HR systems were not gathering the data points that we needed. For example, for the productivity, they were only gathering the high-level metrics, but we needed details of every timestamps, for example. So their database maybe was not supporting, they were, in order to maybe save the size or anything, they were not recording a lot of transactions, and the granularity of the data that was required for our algorithms to work to detect the stress level in a more accurate way. So what we did, we actually went through the way that we launched our own HR system. The idea was that let's build it, let's float it in the market, let's see how it works. The good thing is that we started off, as we always are, that always start simple. Google.com search engine is so simple, as you can see. You can go, you can just see one search bar. PayPeople is just like that. This was another big problem. We did not know that it exists in the market, that people want a simpler system, and because when HR turnover is high, so simpler system is a basic requirement in the market which many companies were not addressing. There are so complex systems in the market that the training and using, and then you are using it up to a certain extent, but the simplicity was missing. So this we built, and you can see from this circle that we call it HR autopilot, means that now HR will be auto run by the system, not human. Yes, there are involvement, but still everything is automated, from the payroll calculation to payroll compliance to localized payroll. But everything was built with workforce mental health in mind. For example, we had a learning management system built, which is online learning management system like others. Why we built it? Because later on we had to do the personalized courses for anyone who is suffering from stress. Of course, we don't highlight it in the company, but to that person only. And for them, they can see the personalized training and courses in the LMS of their module that they are using in the mobile app. So the point is, this was designed in this way. Then we had to get some other data points as well. For example, your insurance claims, whether it's growing and what type of insurance claims are happening. The spending habits as well, and that's where we had to integrate in the market leading solutions in Pakistan and then Saudi Arabia. I will show you that we went to Saudi Arabia 6 months ago already, and now we are here, Qatar, maybe we will expand here. You can see all of the next enhancing integration. The enhancing integration were done with an idea that we need more data points from third parties, like one of those you can see, InsureCur. InsureCur is a system that in Pakistan the big problem is medical insurance is manual. It's not electronic and integrated. So this company is consolidating all insurance companies together, and now you can, with this consolidation, they are building a platform where you can submit it online. It's a very brilliant one. So we integrated with that so that we get from our PayPeople system some kind of more claims information. Similarly, all the systems that you can see are basically designed and integrated in a way that we actually go to our real problem that we are going to solve. So mental health, workforce mental health, starts with the detection of the stress. If you don't detect the stress through technology, through different data points, you are stopped, because you cannot say that, without technology, of course, you are stuck at some point, because you can only guess, but we don't guess. We actually have a proven methodology where we are doing that. One of those, I will share with you what type of data points we are getting, but there are many other things that I will share later, what we are doing with this, behavior analytics and some other part. I already explained products in the market were there, but they were not collecting the right data points that we required in this system to work. And our value proposition is the critical data points that are needed. Apart from that, PayPeople is solving some other challenges of the companies, because wherever we were going, they were saying that don't give us more stress because we already have payroll compliance issues and these other issues. We said, look, these are solved already. Use our simple system. It will be solved. And the good thing is that this simple system is not only to the small to medium companies like Unilever in Pakistan, Shell Pakistan, companies like Food Panda in Pakistan, they are using all these systems. Now how we detect stress? These are some of the data points we highlighted here, that what data points we are getting from the system. One of those you can see on the top, overtime, irregular hours and missed breaks. We have engagement level of the person. Engagement level is done through many ways. One of those is, for example, there is a survey conducted and the person is not responding to that. This is one point. Or the person responded, but whatever they responded, the sentiment were different. So that is one. And these surveys are not simply surveys. We have templates available from medically proven surveys, and our partner is working from Saudi Arabia with this, and I will share the news with you soon. That who is that partner? The 700 million annual recurring revenue company in Saudi Arabia, working only in mental health. There are performance reviews. With this, we get data. We get your tasks delays. We get your smartwatches, sleep patterns, your heart rate data, if this is one of the data points. And we get the frequency of the absenteeism and leaves. All this is human resource related data. As you can understand, an HR system can get this data, because absenteeism rate and your leaves pattern, your attendance, everything is in HR system. So reduce interactions in email Slack. This is a new thing that we are planning to work. We did not work on this data point yet, but our next phase we are going to get this as well. Medical insurance claims, as I already said, with the integrations in place, we are getting this data as well. And loans and spending, because loans is also part of our system. Whenever you request a loan from HR or finance, it comes in our HR system, and your loan return and every kind of transaction is recorded as well. And plus, we are also integrated with QuickBooks and some fintech systems from where we get this data as well. Yeah, certain things here, some of the, maybe you don't understand a bit, but these are the modules in our system from where you are getting data. So let's ignore this, but as you can understand what is happening here. So these are the kind of some surveys I am telling you where we are getting data. These, when we call this is medically driven and proven surveys, these surveys actually detect the stress level as well, only the surveys. But because we are getting many other 13 or 14 other data points as well, it proved the way that, that whether our hypothesis is good or not. For example, perceived stress scale, PSS is one of the survey, job content questionnaire, workplace stress survey by American Institute of Stress. So there are multiple surveys, as you can see, effort reward imbalance. So these are the surveys that if a corporate is running in the company, they will get the stress levels of the people, that where is the stress, only through the surveys. But because a technology company, we are not stopping here, we are getting other data points to validate this. This is now the attraction. Because we had to prove ourselves, as I explained, we went to build an HR system. But currently this system is being used in Pakistan, 457 companies. We have a data of 230,000 employees in Pakistan. And this all translates only in 2 years journey. You can imagine within 2 years, the first year is always a struggling year, but the level of the growth that we are having now, the 40 plus new companies every month joining is, and as an HR system, you have to implement it as well. 1 or 2 days you take for this as well. So there is a journey you have to spend with that. You need a team for that. So this traction that you can see here only happened in 2 years in Pakistan. Then last 6 months we went to Saudi Arabia. We had over 100 customers there currently as a Saudi company there already using this product. We currently are expanding to Bangladesh market because some of our customers who are working in Pakistan, they have their Bangladesh operations as well, and they want PayPeople there as well. So people are driving us to that market, not that market itself, but anyways, we will study that market as well. Our joint venture recently happened with a company called Labe. This Labe is a company for online. They provide online psychiatrists in Saudi Arabia. It was a big problem that when you are having depression, you don't want it to be noticed. You don't want to go physically to the clinics where you are sitting in the waiting room. People are looking at you. You are looking at people. You already are going through a mental stress. So they identified this problem and in Saudi Arabia. You can imagine over like 40 million population of Saudi Arabia. They are already have 4.6 million are their patients, and they are having an annual recurring revenue of 700 million ARR Saudi Riyal. 1,200 psychiatrists are on their platform doing this show, and they are integrating with us. Why? Because we are a technology company first of all, and they are getting some data points. The psychiatrists need history of the person. When you are going to a psychiatrist or doing an online session, they don't know anything about you. We give this data in a way, 360 dashboard by consent of the person, whether we can share this so that they can highlight, they can identify and diagnose it in a better way. And this is where we are having partnership with them. We opened up with them in Saudi Arabia. 100 plus companies are already there. We are expanding together there. Recently, we are into the Pasha in Pakistan awards as well. We've been the winner there as well. We have the company, because of the processes and other things, we have done different ISOs certifications as well. So these are some traction, I would say, is growing very well at this stage. The idea and the path that we took from building an HR system to having a full workforce mental health ecosystem, we are going to that path. Some of the companies, like maybe these are Pakistani companies, but Pakistanis know who are here, they understand the names. But IBEX is a 10,000 employee technology company in Pakistan. Deal is in about 130 countries. This company Deal is doing the outsourcing and recruitment services. Then there is Unilever, Oppo, and some other names. You can see this is happening only in 2 years. Overall, we have, including Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, we have over 500 clients working with us. And okay. The last thing we have, we went from data to therapy. So this is our journey from data gathering to therapy, solving this issue, solving the issue. So we are having this kind of journey we are passing through. Currently, we are planning to launch AI-powered employee assistance program and personalized e-courses in our LMS system, because e-courses are designed to give you training and comfort that how you can resolve this yourself and what type of things you should do, and many other courses are there, but only personalized to the person. And we have this kind of working in place. We are planning to do this there. Then we are planning real-time counseling network as the base one of those. We are planning that to build with them this counseling network globally now. And activity and well-being tracking is another thing we are planning to do. And there are certain, our journey in some points. You can read what we are planning to do. Eventually, we are going to be a comprehensive mental health platform. This is our core, our goal to achieve, and this is where we are heading. When employees thrive, customers smile, and businesses grow. Thank you very much. This is our slogan and our motto. And so employee happiness is something that we are working, and it's very important. And secondly, as I explained you, that over 745,000 people are being lost every year due to stress. And if we save one life, means we are saving humanity. So thank you very much for listening to us. Any questions?
Thank you. It's a really impressive, fantastic idea. It's great, definitely. But I'm not sure, I mean, you at this stage just collecting the data, you are not like helping how to improve it. I mean, the last slide I was like a little bit confused. Do you mean like until now you are just collecting the data until tell the companies, your customers, that you have this amount of issues, but there is no solutions until now? And again, you have numbers if the solutions were introduced, number of how productivity was improved or not, the percentage of this. Do you have any data for this?
So our first step was to go inside to these companies and gather the data points. with these 500 plus companies who are running this every day. This we already are doing. So the second step where we are currently, we are doing a pilot run for Unilever and Food Panda in Pakistan. This pilot run is actually now converting and bringing their, we call it well-being dashboard for the company and well-being dashboard for the employees to show these data points and how it is impacting. The next stage will be connecting this loss of productivity to the financial part, that how it is impacting the financials, because we are connected to the financial systems of the companies as well. Like I explained you, we are integrated with SAP, we are integrated with QuickBooks, we integrated some systems as well, which give us the financial impact as well, because our companies that we understand, they understand numbers better, so they believe that, okay, this is a loss of productivity. It is very common in Pakistan. Somebody was telling me that I'm going in morning 9 o'clock to night in 9, and then they say work on weekend as well, and they think it's a resource, and everything they call a resource, they don't feel it as a human and some other. So this kind of thinking is there, so we also give them answers in numbers that it's not the resource lost to your revenue as well. So every $1 you spend on the well-being will convert to $4. Here's the study. So we are trying to prove this point to them, but first step was to solve their core problem, which was compliance to the payroll, and they were struggling with that. Honestly, we did not know that so many companies, and now hundreds and thousands of companies are struggling with this problem. So we are solving this while we have the bigger our goal in mind.
So at this stage, you are just telling them the size of the problem,
Yes. Yes.
Providing with the data,
Yes.
but you are leaving how to process this data to them,
This journey
to the customers.
This year and next will be there.
Okay. Definitely, this is an amazing idea. Again, I'm telling you.
Because it's a big issue. You understand, it
Definitely,
needs
yes.
time to solve.
Approaching this problem is very interesting thing to do. Another thing regarding, I noticed that you were mentioning smartwatches. Smartwatches, I mean, there is a privacy issue here. I mean, how are you going to collect this data from people, from their watches? And again, when you are collecting this data, you are collecting very more personal data as well, which might also be sensitive for people. So how do you deal with this?
So starting with, of course, the process compliance, as I explained you, we had to go through all ISO process, 4 certifications in place. And secondly, the consent, and many consents we take at different stage, that this, if you can want to share, good, because it is for you. We are not going to share your data even with your manager or the company. We are trying to encapsulate it in a way, and the dashboard that the corporate will see is entirely different. And you will have your personalized courses yourself and your personalized counseling for you only, because it will solve your problem. We care about you, and that's where we need this data. And if they consent, we get it. If they don't, we don't get this data point. It will reduce the accuracy.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you so much, and good morning to everyone. Thank you, Mr. Engineer Ahmed Al-Saeed, for this wonderful opportunity to be here. I just want to highlight this thing that our companies who are here, it may seem like a 2 weeks work to you, but actually it's like a more than a 6-7 months, collaboration between QSTP and Embassy of Pakistan. So it started in December last year when we actually hosted the first Pakistani IT conference, and then Dr. Jack who visited Pakistan in May this year to discuss the potential for this program and to engage with the Pakistani counterparts for bringing companies, talented companies from Pakistan into Qatar. So it seems like a 2 weeks work is actually a work of more than 6-7 months, and we are very glad that all the companies who made it to this program, and they had this opportunity to engage with the Qatar's amazing IT ecosystem. And we are also very thankful for QSTP for organizing this program and allowing us the opportunity to connect with the Qatar's ecosystem in tech and technology innovation. And now we are really looking forward to hear your success stories, your stories for collaboration, how you were able to share your knowledge with the Qatari companies here, Qatari organizations, and what you learn from them, because it's an exchange program, so I'm sure there must be some things that you have learned from the system and you would take it back to Pakistan. And what we wish as an embassy that this program may continue in coming years and we could organize more exchange programs in the following months. And as you might know, that in the next month we are having this Asian Cooperation Dialogue, and one of the theme is AI and innovation for that dialogue, and so we have something to share with our partner countries here in ACD, that we were able to organize this activity with Qatar, and it's a great success for us, and I'm sure many countries would follow and engage with QSTP in future. And I want to congratulate all the companies who are here, and you please take back the word from here that it was a great opportunity. Those who could make it this year, more companies should try next year, and they should come to explore Qatar as a market. I thank you all, and I thank you everyone who are present in this presentation, and we look forward to work with you to support you in any way possible. Thank you so much.